వెల్కమ్ టు హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్. ఏపీ మరియు తెలంగాణలో బెస్ట్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ యూట్యూబ్ ఛానల్గా ప్రజెంట్ హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అవుతుంది. అలానే మంచి మొబైల్ యాప్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామ్స్కి హర్షిత్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూట్, దీంట్లో ఫ్రీగా అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, చూసుకోండి.
In chemistry, different bits regard as a ask as a previous question papers, like as a RRB, SSC, NTPC, like as a group 1, group 2, some type of questions we can discuss now. How the questions are given in chemistry, they can base it upon the so many topics. We complete the all syllabus. Now discussing some type of bits regard as a previous examination ask questions. Now simple bits we discuss in just few bits. We can discuss what is the pattern of questions given as your examination, how they can be follow, how they can be calculate them. Sometimes they ask as a theory bits, sometimes they ask as a some numerical base related chemistry numericals based upon the formulas, molarity, normality, mole fraction. Sometimes they ask as a molecular weight models. Sometimes they ask as a oxidation number model. Sometimes they ask as a chemical properties of different elements. Sometimes they ask as a different type of physical nature of the elements. For example, heaviest metal, like as a lightest metal, like as a heaviest gas, lightest gas, like as a different type of liquid non-metal, the metal which contain a liquid state room temperature. Some type of questions they ask as a based upon most of bits they given as for periodic table. In any examination we can observe, maybe our SI constable or group 1 or group 2 or any pattern, but they can give the different type of bits we regard as a based upon mostly the bits they given as for periodic table also. Now discussing some type of bits we can discuss in previous papers. We can give as in an examination. First bit is a which of the following not an inert gas? Which of the following not an inert gas? So this is your question. Question is given as here, which of the following not an inert gas? I ask an option given as here: argon, bromine, helium and radon. So this is your answer: argon, bromine, helium and radon. So your question is answer given as which are the following not an inert gas? Not an inert gas. See, options is given as here: argon is an inert gas. Bromine is not inert gas. So we know that what is inert gas? Because noble gases. Noble gases are noble gases in periodic table group number 18 they contain noble gas. The elements are helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon and radon. So these are the noble gases in group number 18 which are available in our periodic table. So this is called as a noble gases or inert gases. Noble gases are inert gases. So here helium, so argon is a noble gas. Helium is a noble gas, helium noble gas, and as radon is a noble gas. So your option is this is. So here ask as a not an inert gas. So your answer will be here bromine, because this bromine contain halogen group, like as halogens. Halogens are fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene. These groups elements called as a halogens. Now here ask as a not a noble gas. Noble gas is not, but this is a noble gas. So these are radon, helium, argon, noble gas. So ask as not noble gas. This is bromine. What is the bromine nature? Bromine is a halogens: fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, acetylene. So this is a group number 17. So this is group number 18. So this is your answer will be here bromine. This is a one type of bit based upon the periodic table. Second bit ask as a second bit group number 1, bit number 2, modern periodic table. Modern periodic table based on in our options given as here, first option given as here atomic mass, Second given as here, okay, mass number. Third option given as here, okay, atomic number. Okay, fourth option given as here, okay, atomic volume. Okay, these are the given options. Question is asked as a modern periodic table is based on. Okay, now here option given as here atomic mass, mass number, atomic number, and as a atomic volume. So these are the given options. So here modern periodic table, they can be designed based upon the atomic number. So this option will be here third option, atomic number. Here old periodic table they can design by atomic mass. But here ask as a modern periodic table. So modern periodic table they can design based upon atomic number. So option will be third option. So these are the different questions given as a periodic table. Okay, and one more question given as a periodic table. Question number 3. Question number 3, based upon the periodic table. Okay, the transition elements mostly. Bit number 3. Transition elements are mostly construction materials, because first option hard. Okay, this option A hard, option B rigid, option C both, option D none. So this is your option. Once again, transition elements are mostly construction materials because. So this is your question. Okay, what is first of all what is transition elements? So here ask as a transition elements. In our periodic table they contain 4 types of classification based upon the nature of elements. Now here what is they are, first one is a representative. First model. Second model is a transition. Third one is a inner transition. Fourth one is a noble gases. These are the classification of elements based upon the nature of elements which are present in periodic table. Now here the first classification is a representative elements, means S and P block element except 18 group. So this is the first classification. First one is a representative elements, means S and P block elements except 18 group. Okay. Second one is a transition elements, means D block elements. Okay. Inner transition means F block elements. Noble gas means 18 group. This is your classification. Now here representative means S and P block elements except group number 18. Okay, transition means D block elements. So D block elements means group number approximately 3 to 12. Group number 3 to group number 12. So these elements called as a transition elements. So these transition elements they contain the property. So these transition elements are completely metals. In your periodic table, S block elements 2 groups. S contain group 1, group 2. They contain S block elements. S contain 1, 2. Okay, these elements are completely metals. Okay, now in P block elements they contain some metals, some non-metals, some metallites, which are available in 3 type of classification. Now transition means D block elements. So these D block elements are intermediate nature of the reactivity. Means S block elements are highly reactive. They are alkali metals and alkali earth metals. They are highly reactive. Okay, P block metals are generally low active. generally low reactive. Low reactive, but some metals are very low reactive. But D block elements are the reactivity is intermediate nature, means not a completely high reactive, not a completely low reactive. They contain intermediate nature also. But in D block, some elements are very low reactive also. But anyhow, to D block elements are okay generally okay reactivity is medium reactivity. So they are available in completely hard in nature, okay, rigid in nature. So the option will be here both. See, they contain hard in nature and also rigid in nature. So they are the one type of okay. So this answer will be here both. The D block elements are completely hard in nature and they contain rigid in nature. So both properties available in D block elements. So this called as a transition elements. So transition elements called as a D block elements, which are generally hard and rigid also. So they can use in construction materials. Construction material like copper, aluminium, so copper, zinc, scandium, titanium, vanadium. So these elements are generally used in construction materials because they contain very hard in nature and also okay hard and rigid. The both properties are available. So these elements are we remember them. They are scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, and zinc. So this is called as a transition elements. So which are represented as a period number 4th period. This is a 4th period elements. So D block. They contain D block elements, but they contain 4th period in periodic table, modern periodic table. Once again, scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, cobalt, nickel, copper, and zinc. So these are the elements we call as a transition elements, which can represent as a 4th period elements. Once again, scandium Sc symbols. We can remember the symbol also. Scandium Sc, okay, titanium Ti, vanadium V, chromium Cr, manganese Mn, iron Fe, cobalt Co, nickel Ni, copper Cu, and Zn, okay, zinc. So these elements called as a transitional elements. They generally contain hard in nature and rigid in nature also. So option will be here C. So which are used in like as a construction materials. Most of used in iron. Okay, iron. Okay, we use in iron, cobalt, okay, copper. These three are very frequently used materials for construction material. Like as a titanium is a very costly metal. So titanium is very costly metal. They contain so many applications. So these elements are called as a transition elements. So generally these elements called transition elements, which they can be used as a in chemistry in chemical reaction. They can use as a catalyst. Like as a in case of ammonia in Haber process, they can prepare ammonia by use of catalyst is a iron. Like a sulfuric acid, they can prepare by laboratory by use catalyst vanadium. This is V, vanadium. So these elements called they contain hard in nature. They contain they contain hard in nature. They can act as a catalyst. So this reactivity is intermediate, not completely high, not completely low. So these elements called as a transition elements. Okay. So this is a important concept. Remember them. Okay. Next. Okay. Next bit they ask as a periodic table. Okay, bit number 3. Bit number 3. Okay, here zinc forms only zinc. Zinc forms only. Okay, zinc forms only ion Zn plus 2. Zn plus 2. By completing its so this is your question. Ask us where here 3d orbital Okay, next 3D, 2D, 3s and 2s. So this is your options. Here we take given as here zinc forms only ion Zn plus 2. Zn plus 2 by completing its dash. So 3d orbital, 4d, 3s, 2s. Now here zinc is available in fourth period d block elements. So this is zinc Zn. This atomic number will be zinc atomic number 30. Zinc atomic number 30. So they contain d block elements. So now option given as here this is 3d, 2d. But here 2s, 3s, so it is not available because zinc is available only for d block elements, not s block element. So the option 3, option 4 will be wrong. It may be option 2 or option 1. So they will check what is it. Now here zinc contain here given us 2d, you given us 2d and 3d. Now you can observe, but zinc contain the period number will be fourth period. Zinc period number will be fourth period. In fourth period is a zinc. So the formula will be ns2 n-1 d1 to 10. So this is the formula of d block elements. So this is the formula of d block element formula. This is the general formula ns2 n-1 d1 to 10. Oh, now here what is n? N is a number of period. Here n is a number of period. Now we can observe them. So zinc is a fourth period. Zinc is a fourth period. So now here n equal to 4. Okay, now substitute the formula 4s to 4 minus 1 3. 3d 1 to 10. So this is a general configuration of d block elements. 4s to 3d 1 to 10. Now here, but here we ask as a zinc form zinc plus 2 means it will loss of 2 electrons. So the lot 2 electrons, so it convert into 4s0 3d10. So this is your configuration 4s0 3d10 because they lost 2 electrons. Zinc form zinc plus 2 ion. Zinc plus 2 ion means it will loss of 2 electrons their outermost shell. So they contain, so actually configuration will be here 4s2 3d1 to 10. Okay, but here the loss of 2 electrons, so it will contain, the formula will be 4s0 3d10. So here contain d, contain 3d. So option will be first option. This is first option is your answer. But second option is wrong because they given us a 2d. But here here 2d is not possible. We possible only for 3d. So the configuration of zinc will be here 4s2 3d10. They can observe easily. 4s2 3d10 because the atomic number of zinc will be 30. So configuration will be here 4s2 3d10. So this is a general configuration of zinc. Now he forms zinc plus 2 ion means they form 2 electrons will be lost in the outermost shell. It will convert it into 4s0 3d10. So which are available in d in third level. So this is a fourth period, but d will be third level 3d. So the option will be here 3d orbital. So this is your answer. In your examination, ask as a different type of questions regard as a periodic table also. So we can remember them, the all elements they can remember based upon the atomic number and atomic mass up to atomic number 30. We remember 30 elements, okay, only. Okay, the total elements will be 118. So we can remember only for 30 elements for hydrogen to zinc also. Zinc atomic number 30. Okay, hydrogen atomic number 1 to zinc atomic number 30. So these elements can be remember the atomic number and also atomic mass. So it is very useful to they can be given in our examination. Second way we can remember them, the number of elements present in a group and period, they can also be remember them. So this period is called as a fourth period or fourth period. So they contain the d block elements. So they will remember them. So this type of question is given as your examination. Atomic number 21 is a zinc, scandium 21, titanium 22, vanadium 23, chromium 24, manganese 25, iron 26, cobalt 27, nickel 28, copper 29, zinc 30. So this is the order they can follow. Scandium to zinc also. Scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. So this is the order of D block elements. So this type of question is given as in your examination also. So, so based upon the periodic table, they can remember them, the group number and also period numbers, they can remember them. So, mostly we discuss in S block elements and P block elements, they will be remember them. So, it is a very useful, okay, this is very useful to us. So, sometimes they ask us a physical nature of the elements, okay. Okay, sometimes they ask us a numerical base, okay. Now, okay, one more question given as a periodic table. Okay, now one more question. Based upon the periodic table. Okay, the number of electrons, okay, the number present in the phosphorus in valence shell. Here, the question given is here, the number of electron present in phosphorus, valence shell. Valence shell. So this is your question. Valence shell. Now option given us here 2, 8, 5, 4. Okay, 2, 8, 5, 4. So this is your option. So ask us the number of valence electrons, the number of electrons present in valence shell. In phosphorus, ask us a phosphorus. Now we discuss in what is the atomic number of phosphorus? Phosphorus atomic number 15. Phosphorus atomic number 15. The configuration will be here 2, 8, 5. So this is the configuration of phosphorus. In K shell, they contain 2 electrons. In L shell, they contain 8 electrons. In N shell, they contain 5 electrons. So the valence shell means outermost shell. We count only for outermost shell. Okay, valence shell means they count only for outermost shell. Outermost shell. So in outermost shell they contain 5 electrons. So this is your answer. Option number 3. So this is our answer. Simple. But this type of question given us here last time. SSC paper also. So the number of free electrons present in valence shell, so the number of present in the, if any one element they can ask. Okay, maybe last year RRB examination asked us the number of free electrons present in diamond. So this is your question. Ask as a previous RRB examination. The number of free electrons present in diamond. Okay, now how they can answer? First of all, we can understand what is the question given. The number of free electrons given in the present in the diamond. So diamond is they can act generally insulator. Diamond is an insulator generally, but okay, insulator contain no free electrons. Insulator contain no free electrons. If free electrons are available, they can act as conductor. But here diamond is a best insulator, so it is not contain any free electrons. Now the option will be here 0. Answer will be 0 because if diamond is an insulator, so it is not contain any free electrons. Okay, this type of question is asked as in our examination also. Now in this question we ask as the number of electrons present in phosphorus valence shell. For example, he asks as phosphorus. Is phosphorus the valency? The atomic number of phosphorus will be here 15. So the configuration will be here 2, 8, 5. 2, 8, 5. So now here in a valence shell means outermost shell. We count outermost shell. In outermost shell the content totally here 5 electrons. So this is our answer. So this type of questions asked as even your examination also. Simple process, very easy. But the elements we can remember them. Atomic number 1 to atomic number 30. They will be easily understand. The configuration will be easily right. So they can follow the order. The configuration will be here easily. Now we can write on the atomic number 1 to atomic number 20. We can minimum basically 30. This is very good. But at least 20 elements we can remember them. It is very easy. Okay. Now we can draw this some. Now we can be remember once again the valency shells electrons in. Okay. Some elements we can remember them. So this will be remember. This is very useful to in our competitive examination also. Okay. Okay, first element will be hydrogen. The number of electrons will be K, L, M, N. So the shell. So first element will be hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen. This is atomic number. Atomic number of hydrogen will be 1. So it contains only 1 electron. It contains only for K shell only 1 electron. Second element will be helium. Atomic number 2. They contain 2. K shell contain 2 electrons. Okay, now because according to Bohr theorem, okay, in K shell, okay, they contain maximum electrons 2 into 1 square 2. In L shell, the formula 2 into 2 square, okay, 8. In M shell, the formula will be 2 into 3 square will be here approximately 18. In N shell, the formula will be 2 into 4 square approximately 32. So this is the order they can follow. The formula of the number of electrons will be 2n square. K shell means n equal to 1. K, L, M, N, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the order. K means here 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the order. Now we're discussing this shortcut, we can remember them. Now atomic number 2 helium, they contain 2 electrons in K shell. Okay. Next third element lithium, they contain K2, L1. Next beryllium, atomic number 4, the 2 electrons in K shell, 2 electrons in L shell. Now boron, atomic number 5. Boron atomic number 5. So here Z means here atomic number. So this is the atomic number. This is atomic number means Z. Now this is 5. So 2 electrons present in K shell, 3 electrons present in L shell. So because in L shell they contain total electrons will be 8, up to 8 electrons they will fill. Next carbon 6 atomic number 2, 4. Nitrogen 7 atomic number 2, 5. Oxygen atomic number 8, 2, 6. Okay, now fluorine atomic number 9, they contain 2, 7. Same way here, neon atomic number 10, they have 2, 8. 2, 8. And again, sodium atomic number 11, they contain 2, 8, 1. Now here, the second level, the maximum electrons will be only for 8. They fill only for maximum electrons in 8 in L shell. So this is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now they will fill and they contain one more electron filled in M shell also. So 2, 8, 1. Okay. Now magnesium atomic number 12, 2, 8, 2. Aluminium atomic number 13, they contain 2, 8, 3. So this order they can follow. Understand? Because silicon atomic number 14, 2, 8, 4. And also phosphorus atomic number 15, 2, 8, 5. So this order they can follow, continuous and so on. So they can follow this order. This order they can follow. In K shell, the contain maximum electron will be here only 2. So the K shell contain maximum valence electrons will be only 2. Maximum electron will be 2. In L shell, the contain maximum electrons will be 8. So this is the maximum electron will be 8. In N shell, the contain maximum electron will be 18. Okay. In N shell, the contain in maximum 32. So this order they can follow. So here even in our examination, they ask as in oxygen the valence electrons will be, so this 6. Oxygen valence electrons will be 6 because they contain 2, 6. So this is a 6 is outermost shell. This is the answer 2, 6. So 6 is a oxygen valency electrons. Nitrogen they give us here atomic number 7, configuration will be 2, 5. So valence electrons of nitrogen 5. Carbon valence electrons 4. Boron 3. So beryllium 2. Lithium 1 also. So this order they can follow. Because magnesium atomic number 12. So they contain 2, 8, 2. Aluminium 2, 8, 3. Silicon 2, 8, 4. So this is order they can follow. So this order they can remember easily. They can answer the examination questions also. Okay. Next one more bit given as here periodic table is the oxygen has next bit number 5. The oxygen has 8 protons. Oxygen has 8 protons and 8 electrons. and 8 electrons. Oxygen has 8 protons and 8 electrons. The oxide means O minus 2. The oxide O minus 2. The oxide will have. So this is your question. Question is given as once again. The oxygen has 8 protons and 8 electrons. The oxide means O2 minus. The oxide O2 minus will have dash. Option given as here. Proton, electron. So 8, first option. Second option 8, 6. Third option 10, 8. Fourth option 8, 10. So this is your answer. Okay, first option given us here. Okay, 8 protons, 8 electrons. Second, 8 protons, 6 electrons. Third one, 10 protons, 8 electrons. Fourth option, 8 protons and 10 electrons. So this is your option. Now here ask as a O minus 2. So oxygen contains 8 protons, 8 electrons. But here ask as a O minus 2. O minus 2 means it will be gain of 2 electrons. Here the charge content negative, it is indicate that it will be gain of electrons, or 2 electrons will be gained. Sometimes charge will be given as a positive. Metals are generally electropositive. Means they will be always be give the electrons to another one. So they can act always a positive. They can simply call as a donor. But in case of non-metals, they can act as a negative acceptors. So your oxygen is a non-metal. So they can be always act as a negative nature. Means it will be able to gaining of electrons. So here they will take as a 2 minus. Means here 2 electrons will be gained from their outermost shell. So the atomic number of oxygen will be 8. It's 8 protons, 8 electrons. But he will be gained 2 electrons also. So the option will be here, 8 protons and 10 electrons. Option D. So this is our answer. Here charge is coming from, they will be considered only for electrons, not the protons. Because in your atom, the content, the neutrons and protons are available in center of nucleus. But the electrons are available in a outermost shell. So a charge will be coming from the transfer of electrons. It may be losing or gaining. If the electrons will be lost, the charge is coming from positive. Now the electrons will be lost, the charge will be positive. If the electrons will be gained, the charge will be negative. So here oxygen, the gain of 2 electrons, they contain 2 minus. So oxygen is already available in 8 protons and 8 electrons, but it will gain 2 electrons and more, they contain 10. This is the option will be fourth option, 8 protons and 10 electrons. So this is your option. So this type of question is given as your based upon the periodic table. So if any examination they can observe in chemistry, so they can ask as a based upon the periodic table, they give some type of nature, some physical state, some type of chemical property, some type of valence electron. So this type of question given as in your examination also. Next one more bit we can discuss them. Now one more bit we can discuss in given us previous papers based upon numericals. Based upon numericals. So this question is very frequently asked. Which of the following has, question number 6, which of the following has maximum number of atom? Maximum number of atoms. So first option given us here, 18 grams of H2O. First option given us here, 18 grams of H2O. Second option, 18 grams of O2. Third option, 18 grams of CH4. Fourth option, 18 grams of CO2. So this is your option given us here. Question is asked as which of the following has maximum number of atoms. So this type of question is given, okay, in your examination also. Which of the following has the maximum number of atoms? So here asked as a atoms contain maximum number of atoms we contain. Okay, this type of question they can regard as a mole concept. Already discussed in previous class also. We discussed in solution chapter. Mole, molarity, normality, mole fraction. So this type of questions given us this pattern also. Here asked as a number of atoms will be maximum. If okay, already we know the one of concept we discussed as a mole concept. The mole concept formula will be, they can be discussed in three patterns. We can discuss already in previous classes also. First one is a mole concept. The mole formula will be weight by gram molecular weight. So this is the formula of simple called as a small n equal to small m by capital M. Small m is called as a weight, capital M called as a gram molecular weight. So this is called as a mole. Now here 1 mole of 1 mole of atoms means they contain the Avogadro value 6.023 into 10 power 23. 1 mole of atom means 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms. So this is your formula, we can remember them. So here ask as a which of the following has the maximum number of atom. Now here in this sum they can be done by, they will be remember them. So here ask as a maximum number of atoms. So we know that mole concept, 1 mole of atom contain, so 6.023 into 10 power 23 atoms. This simply called as a Avogadro's constant. So 1 mole contain this type of atoms. Now we find in the given options, we can check if 4 options can be given. They will check how many moles present in this options. First we can done equation number 1. Like this is A. We can then this is A, B, C, D. Now, okay. First A means here 18 grams of H2O. Now to find the moles. So small n equal to small m by capital M. Small m value given us here 18. Okay, capital M given us here H2O. H2O contain the molecular formula of H2O will water H2O. The molecular weight will be 2 here hydrogen, 1 into oxygen. Defined as 2 into 1 plus 1 into 16. The value will be approximately 18. So this is a H2O. Okay, they contain 2 hydrogen elements, 1 oxygen elements. So the mass of hydrogen will be 1. The mass of oxygen will be 16. So 2 hydrogens, 2 into 1, 2 plus 1 oxygen. So 1 into 16, 18. Okay, so 1 into 16 to 16 plus 2, 18. So this is our answer. And they can molecular weight of H2O is a 18. The moles will be here 1. The same way now do in second one. Second one here O2. They contain 2 into oxygen. So 2 into oxygen atomic mass will be 16. That the value will be 32. Now substitute this is A. A contain 1 mole. Now B contain n equal to small m by capital M. Small m value will be 18 already given. Capital M means the gram molecular weight of oxygen will be O2 will be 32. So this is a 32. Okay, so this is a B moles. Okay, now C we can find some n equal to small m by capital M. C contain here 18 grams by CH4. Third one gives CH4. So CH4 find CH4 means 1 carbon plus 4 into hydrogens. So carbon mass at 12, 4 hydrogen mass 1. So 12 plus 4 16. So this is a 16. So 18 by 16. So this is the option number 3. The value of 3. And now option number 4, 18 grams of CO2. We're done here CO2. CO2 means here 1 carbon plus 2 oxygen. The carbon atomic mass will be 12, oxygen mass will be 16, so 2 into 16, so 12 plus 32, approximately 44. So this is a gram microwatt of CO2. Now option D, we can find the number of moles, N equal to small m by capital M. The value will be 18 by 44. Now we can observe, observe which are the following options have the maximum number of moles. So this is a 1 mole, so this is 18 by 32, 18 by 16, 18 by 44. So the maximum value will be here option 1. Option 1 is they contain 1 mole. So they contain 1 mole contain how many atoms? This atom. 6.023 into 10 per 23 atoms, they contain 1 mole. So the option will be here first option, option 1. So this is option 1, because the remaining 3 we can observe, they contain 18 by 32, means the value will be less than 1 also. So this is also less than 1. So 18 by 16, no, this is 1. 18 by 16, they contain more than 1. The option will be not a 1. The option will be here. This is a 18 by 44, this is a less than 1. So option will be here C, because contain value more than 1. So this value 1, this value less than 1, this value more than 1, and this value also less than 1. So here we contain maximum number of atoms is available in option C. This option will be C, because it contains more than 1 value. So this option will be here C. So C contain, because 18 grams of CH4 contain maximum number of atoms, because it contain more than 1 mole. So 1 mole contain this value. So anyhow the answer will be here C option. So this is the C option. 18 grams of CH4 contain maximum number of moles. So this is your answer. If same question given us here, which are the following have minimum number of atom? So now the answer will be here approximately D, because it contains 18 by 44. So this is value very less compared to the all. So this is the option number 4. If asked as a minimum number of atoms, do this answer. Now here asked as a maximum number of atoms, so the option will be here C, because it contains number of moles will be 1. Option will be C. So this type of questions is given us here in your examination, previous examination also. Now simple bit, on the one more bit, they can ask as a based upon the physical property of periodic table. This one more bit will be here, which are the following. Which of the following has order, O-D-O-U-R, order. Option given us here hydrogen, second option ammonia, third option nitrogen, fourth option oxygen. So these are given. Which are the following has order? Here asked as a order. Order means in the chemistry language, order means we can generally understand smelling agent. Order means smell. Now here given us here 4 types of options we can give us: hydrogen, nitrogen, ammonia, nitrogen, oxygen. So order contains hydrogen has no smell, any order is not available. Same way here ammonia contain odor, they contain pungent smell. Ammonia contain pungent smell. Ammonia and urea which contain pungent smell also. Look at nitrogen has a no odor. Here oxygen has a no odor. So the option will be here ammonia, NH3. So this type of question given us here, this is called as a physical property of elements. Physical property of some elements we can given us here. The option will be here the hydrogen, ammonia will be the answer. Ammonia will be your answer also. So this type of questions is given as in your examination also. This based upon the physical property. And one more bit is given as here. One more give us next one, they based upon the physical property. So bit number, this is 7. Now bit number 8. The lightest liquid metal is, the lightest liquid metal is Option given us here: mercury, Hg, gallium, Ga, and cesium, Cs, and francium, Fr. So next bit given us here. So this is also physical periodic table. The lightest liquid metal is, simple bit we ask here, lightest liquid metal. So mercury is a liquid metal, we know, this is one example. Gallium, cesium, francium. So this is our option. Option given us here: mercury, gallium, cesium, francium. So here mercury is always available room temperature, liquid state. This is a well-known example. Second one, gallium, cesium, and francium. So arbiter is given us here: the lightest liquid metal is. Now the option will be approximately. Now here mercury liquid, but gallium also liquid. Gallium also liquid state. So gallium is called as a summer liquid. Okay. Summer liquid. Gallium is summer liquid. So the option will be here: gallium. The lightest liquid metal is, okay, the option will be gallium. So cesium, francium is metals, so they can solid state, so they cannot liquid state. But gallium, mercury also, they can liquid state also. So our option will be gallium. See, if your examination, the liquid metal is mercury, but you are asked as a lightest liquid metal is, so option will be gallium. So this is our answer. Okay. This type of questions given us in our periodic table. Sometimes they ask as a sometimes they can ask as a different pattern of bits. Very easy. Now understand. Sometimes they ask us a different type of bits. Very easy, very interesting also. Next one, which of the following is a odd compound? Bit number 9. Okay. Which of the following is odd? Okay, odd compound. Odd compound. Which of the following is a odd compound? First option, ethene. Second option, ethane. Third option, ethine. Fourth option, acetylene. Simple bit, funny bit. This is very funny. Now here given us here. So which of the following is a odd compound? Odd compound. Simple bit. Now here ethene, E-T-H-E-N-E. This is ene. This is ane. So this is ine. You can remember that. This is ene. This is ane. So this is ine. But all will be here same pattern. So these three bits called as a IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature will be ane, ene, ine is a IUPAC nomenclature. But here fourth option given us here acetylene. Fourth option given us acetylene. So the odd compound will be here acetylene. So this is your answer. This acetylene is a common name. So this is a common name. So the remaining three, alkane, ethene, ethane and ethine will be here IUPAC nomenclature. But option 4 will be here common name. So which of the following is odd one odd compound means here option 4. So this is your answer. Simple.